All right, welcome back. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, around the world, wherever you may be joining us from. All right, I am Pam Hillsman. I am your everything real estate agent, and today we will be talking about house hunting. All right, so. For those of you that is joining me for the first time, please like, subscribe, and share my videos. I will bring in more content and more videos with you, um, and you know, shortly. Okay, and we are starting this out. This is my new channel. I thank you for joining in with me. Those of you who have came on before, and welcome back for those who are coming on and joining me again. All right. So let's get started. House hunting. All right. As you begin your search for your new home, you will need to decide what you need in the house. So when you meet with your agent, all right, meet your agent. When you meet with me, we're going to sit down and discuss your criteria of what you want, all right, in your home. You're going to talk about whether you want a two-bedroom, three-bedroom, how your bedroom size, the type of style of home you want. Do you want a condo? Do you want a manufactured or mobile home? So you would discuss the type of home that you're looking to purchase, okay? And some of the other uh, criteria you would discuss is whether you want tile and vinyl floors, carpeting. Do you want central air, no air, central heat? You have to decide the neighborhood, the location, the size of the house, and type. You will make that decision. All right. Make a wish list. Make a wish list to show what your dream house look like, and then a wish list, because a wish list will help you narrow the range of suitable houses and not waste time looking at unsuitable houses. Okay. So I like to tell all of my buyers, make a wish list as to what you would like your house to look like. All right. And this also will help communicate your needs to others, and compromise housing preferences with others in your household. So if there's others in your household, sit down as a family and write down what your needs is. What are your gotta haves, and what are your deal breakers? Write down and make your wish list. Go through it. Um, um, and make sure it's your dream, it's what you want, because as I always say, this is a marriage. You're marrying this house. This is a long-term commitment, okay? Unless you are just buying to flip, then it's not so much as then I'll be talking to my investors, and that's on another video at a later time. All right. So for my home buyers, my house purchaser, definitely my first time home buyer, please sit down and make your wish list as to what you want in your home, your dream home, what it looks like. All right. All right. So, some of the preferences, do you want a new home, a new build, or an existing home? Most home buyers purchase existing homes rather than new homes. However, the choice is up to you. All right. And I'll go over some advantages of both, but that is a good area to think and to consider um, the home. The new home purchase. Okay. We'll do a whole segment on that at a later date. But right now, we're talking about the existing homes or the choice, either or what you decide. But both of them are good. It's just what's good for you. All right. The advantages and disadvantages of each. The advantages of newer homes, they're more efficient heating and or cooling systems. They have more efficient and cooling systems, less maintenance costs and headaches. All right. So those are some of the things you must consider when you're doing your home search. All right. They may be made with better quality materials. We definitely know that homes made after Hurricane Andrew, windows and all such, are made at a better quality of material. Okay. That's not to say that the homes built pre Andrew are not qualified, but it's just for you to do your homework and have your realtor do the research on the property. Disadvantages of newer homes, they may be clustered together with smaller yards. You see, in those developments, all of the homes are just so close together. They're so close together, you can fart and your neighbor smell it. You can scream out and your neighbor can hear it. But the good to that is if you ever need someone, you're not so far away like them country miles that no one can hear you yell out for help. So there's good advantages and then there's some disadvantages of newer homes. Okay. The preference is up to you. This is your marriage, this is your home, this is your lifetime commitment. So it's what you want. All right. Okay. Now some of the disadvantages, like I said, the cluster together smaller yards, all right. They may be identical to or adjacent to other homes. They all cookie cutters. Everyone is made the same. Newer homes, the developer make a model home, and each person who go in and purchase that land and then get that home to be purchased to be built, they're all going to be built the same. Okay, that's good and bad into that. Good and bad is everything is uniform. Okay, you don't have to worry about coming home and seeing a hot pink house that your neighbor done decide to paint because there are some home association requirements and maybe some deed restrictions that they have to follow. So there are some good and bad into all. It's just your choice. This is your forever home. Okay, what is good for you? All right. There may be higher maintenance costs. I mean, no, I'm sorry. Yes, and now let's talk about the disadvantages, all right, of newer homes. We spoke about the clustered together with smaller yards, the identical and adjacent together and look the same and higher maintenance costs. So now the advantages of older homes, all right? They may have larger yards. You see some of these homes on some of these lots, it's a little smaller box, but then you got all these land that you could build a whole nother house on, but that's good. Okay. Now the advantage of that, if you're in the position to do that, you buy that house and we consider them knockdowns. Knock it down and rebuild because the land is going to be cheap because the property may be reasonable, and then you knock it down and rebuild. But if you can't do that, do know that some of the disadvantages of the older home. Okay. Um, that's an advantage of older home. You're gonna have a large yard. You may have more individual character and better reflect your own personality. So some of the older homes, they are not cookie cutters because back then owners would just buy a piece of land and have it built to their specifications. So it's not like it's cookie cutter and the developer came in and the developer decide how it's gonna look. So that's one of the advantages of older homes that you may have your individual character and to suit your personality. All right. Maybe larger than newer homes. We got some older homes that's larger than newer homes. But here in the Tampa Bay area, we don't really have that too much of a problem. More of our newer homes, they are built a little higher per square footage. Okay. Disadvantages of older homes, they may have insufficient heating and or cooling systems. Okay. And poor installation. All right. So those are some of the advantages and disadvantages of um purchasing new versus existing homes. All right. Now, location, size, and features. All right. Location. Location is one of the most important factors in your home's purchase. All right. You must carefully consider how close is it to your job. All right. Do you drive? Do you take public transportation? Is it accessible to public transportation? How close should your home be to schools? Do you have children? Are they in grade school, elementary school? Are they in high school? Do you have to qualify the neighborhood? What quality of the neighborhood and what the schools that's there? Okay. Are they close to daycare facilities, shopping centers, restaurants, and so forth? You have to know all of these things to put that into consideration when you're doing your home search. All right. All right. If you consider size to be important, you must know when you look for a home, make sure they meet your need. All right. You don't want to pay for more home than you need, and you don't want to pay for a home and not have enough. All right. Because remember, for the next 15 to 30 years, this is your forever home. All right. You're married to them. So this is a long-term commitment. So know that location, the size of the home are important, and you must consider that. All right. You may say, okay, well, you don't have children now, and you just the size really don't matter. Rethink that. It does matter, okay? Unless you're never planning to having a family, then it doesn't really matter per se, but it's something to consider. If you decide to have a family in the future, then you may want to consider, the size of the home, as opposed to with the size of the property. Because if it's something where you can purchase a smaller home, but it's on a bigger lot, you always can get it permitted to extend or build out. Okay. Features. Oh, you must consider the features in that home. All right. Because if you got a home and you're requiring a laundry facility, wash and dryer, hookups, whatever, you have to know what's in that home. All right. The square footage, how many bathrooms do you need? Do you want a closed-in garage, or will a carport or be sufficient for you? Okay. Your heating cooling system. How big of a yard do you want? Do you want a backyard, front yard? Okay. Would you like a pool, a private pool, a community pool? Those are some of the things you must consider when you search for your home. Like I said, write down your dream list, your wish list, and prioritize your needs. Okay. All right. So this would be a benefit for you. And after you establish these basic principles and priorities of regarding the style of the home and location, now you're ready to look for the home. All right. You might want to look on your own. All right. And I really should use a real estate agent. Okay. I am here. I'm Pamela Hillsman. I am your everything real estate agent. Okay. So because the agent can help you determine your price range. All right. By, recommend that you see your lender and your mortgage broker, but they also can supply a computer generated printout because we have access to the MLS, or the multiple listing service. And what that is a service that is provided universal, nationwide, that all of the owners um, have their properties placed on this system, where those who are searching can see what's out there, the inventory, the product. So we have access to the multiple listing service. Now, I know a lot of the buyers and my clients especially come to me and show me Zillow properties that they're found in Zillow or Realtor.com. I'm not saying that they're not a good source to look, but they're not always accurate because they're not required to update their information as much as we are on the MLS. The MLS, it is required to, once that house sells, or if the status change, you are required within a allotted time to go in and make those upgrade and changes to that status. You may find a house on Zillow that says for sale and it sold and closed 3, 4, 5 years ago. but the owner, because the owners are required to go in and change that. They are the ones who place it on that list. So they are the ones to go in and change that. And we often find that they don't do that. Okay. So again, when you looking for your home, you could do it on your own or get a real estate agent. And I suggest you get an agent. Your girl, Pam Hillsman, it's me, moi. I am your everything real estate girl. All right. Um, you could they can also show you in-person homes, providing information, advice regarding the property, provide information about the community, schools, and home buying process. They will help you navigate and negotiate a price, and they will present the offer to the seller. Okay, they can recommend mortgage lenders, home inspectors, settlement agents, etc. On your own, if you decide to shop on your own, all right, you have to do it all on your own. Now, here is some suggestion that you may find houses by word of mouth. Tell everyone you know that you're looking for a home. Someone may know of a home for sale. Okay, you may see for sale signs. You may drive through the neighborhood and see for sale signs. Call the realtors open house. Go to some of those on the internet. Many websites offer up-to-date real estate listings. Okay. Like I said, you could do it on your own, but I suggest you get a real estate agent so they can help you get a real estate professional. They can help you. Me, Pam Hillsman, your everything real estate professional, and I can help you with your search and negotiating a offer that's going to be best within your budget. Okay. And the word of mouth, yes, word of mouth is really good because I ask all of you all to put through word of mouth, share with your friends that Pam Hillsman is taking new clients. You're everything real estate professional. I'm your girl. I'm here. Whether it's your starter home or your next home, I got the keys to that home. So just look me up and I'll help you with it. Okay. There are also other avenues that you can look into, the VA home programs. If you a veteran or ex-veteran, there are programs that can help you with that. Your agent can help you with that as well. Searching for a home in your right home, you have to be looking at different homes before making a decision. On average, the home buyer looks at about 15 houses. Okay. Now, when we go out, all right, I will give you a list, a survey to put your houses, your top three in order. And we will go and we will look at those houses. And your favorite one or your best one is the one that we will discuss and consider, okay? But the decision is up to you, all right? But this is your forever home, all right? You will have to take good notes on the information, we would look at all of the pictures, examine the physical detail of the house. We're going to look for any major issues that may lead to costly repairs, such as water damage, lack of storage space, inconvenient floor plans, slope floors, etc. All right. We were asked about the construction details, such as the installation. Are there energy efficient windows? What's the condition of the roof? We're going to ask all of those. We're going to try to verify the condition of the heating, plumbing, electrical, and cooling system. And all of that you got to do by yourself. Okay. Now, if you have hire me, your agent, your everything real estate professional, then I will help you with all those tasks. Okay. While helping you and recommend inspectors for you to do all of this. Okay. The appraisal, everything. All right. When you find a house that fits your need, proceed carefully. All right. This is still you searching on your own. All right. Do not sign anything without doing research. All right. Because it's a big commitment. So make it a good purchase. So those are just some of the things that I want to share. With searching for a home, it's best to do it on your with your agent, because if you do it on your own, a lot of those things that we discussed, you're gonna have to do on your own. All right. Then you're gonna have to make an offer. Making an offer, all right, that's the first step is to decide how much to offer. All right. You and your agent will sit down and me, your everything real estate professional, I will show you and we will discuss over the numbers. We would do the CMA and decide and do some comparables and we would just see what's best to how to make that offer. Okay. If there's any major problems to consider with the property, we will definitely make sure to get it inspected prior to us making an offer and see if we can get the seller to make the repairs. All right. Um, and sometimes they do that, you know. Sometimes the sellers will agree to make the repairs, or if not, if you have to make them, then you know they may be really to be willing and ready to negotiate on the price. All right. So we know now that house hunting, there could be some problems. Now, when we put in this offer, we will also want to consider contingencies like, is there something wrong with our financing? We'll put in a contingency for that. Are there termites in the inspection? Is there anything wrong with the property? Is there anything wrong with um, um, the if there's a hazard like lead-based paint or radon gas, all of those things we must consider when we doing the at the house hunting and right before we put in for it to make an offer. All right. Now, when we make an offer, when we're ready to make the offer on a property, we will submit a signed and completed purchase contract to the seller. All right. This will provide um, uh, be provided by me, your professional, everything, everything real estate professional. I will provide that for you. All right, and it'll have a full description of the property, um, and everything. All right. Now, it would include the deposits, the earnest money deposit, and all of that. Now, this is a very serious document, and before we make an offer, we must consider the time limits. All right, that the offer must be accepted or rejected. But so those are some of the things that we must consider and we must do. Again, this is Pam Hillsman, your everything real estate professional. So whenever you're ready, just give me a call and we can make it happen.